And just like that, I closed my laptop for the first time in 24 years. I mean, for the last time in 24 years, as I am calling it my baby retirement job elimination, which has been happening to a lot of people. I had a great run, but I am actually okay and happy for this new chapter. And that is what I've been processing through for the past couple weeks. So I have no idea what's next, and that is okay. I will figure it out. I do expect there to be some sort of an adjustment period where I don't quite know what to do with my problem solving skills, or like the fact that I don't have to problem solve a lot of different things. It's an adjustment. I've been in a role that pretty much I always have to tell people things they don't want to hear. And I'm not used to being so unlikable. I mean, I am, like, to some extent, because I'm an advocate. Like, I expect certain people in the world don't like me. But for the most part, like, most people do, and most people see value. And I am usually kind of more of like light and sunshiny. But this has been challenging, a very challenging role, and a lot of just a lot of not selling my soul. And that definitely doesn't align to some extent with where things were going, or where I thought I was going. That's what maybe I had certain ideas about what I wanted to do and where I wanted to land and how far I wanted to go. And I've been sort of chasing that for years, but the past couple of years I've been reevaluating that as I've kind of seen things differently than I assumed them to be. And that doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that they maybe weren't what I thought they were. And so the more I realized that, the more I was kind of like, you know what, I'm okay right where I am, doing what I am for the time being, and until I figure out kind of a different move. I was going to try to figure something different out, different type of role, whether it was there or someplace else. So it was just a matter of like, I had the wrong idea about this path. And then I started to realize that, like, oh, I don't think I'm the right fit for going up that ladder. So I've been okay with that. So I know people, I think, probably are always like, oh, I wonder why she's not advancing or getting promoted right now, or whatever it may be. I have a different idea of things as I've gotten older. And I think travel has helped a lot with that. Just the opportunity to travel and experience different cultures and the way different people approach work and life balance and family and money. And of course, different governments have different things going on with money and benefits, good, not good, bad, or indifferent. Just seeing people with far less being happier. And that is not to say I want less. I definitely want all my things and my quality of life I would like to maintain. I very slowly but strategically landed exactly where I want to be from my personal life stance. And so I would like to keep that the way it is. But that's where I'm at. And that's why, like, the whole dating thing, that wasn't on my radar either. I had given that up years ago, and only just, in the past 6 months or so, had a renewed interest in that. And then losing my dog, it was kind of like I lost, that was the first moment where I sort of lost my identity, because I was his mom for 16 years. So I kind of lost myself there. The situation I'm in today, I kind of saw that coming right about the same time. And I kind of lost my identity again, where I was kind of like, my identity is tied up in, like, I value myself as good or bad depending on how my day at work goes. And I've been doing that for a really, really long time. And that's hard to do when you're like neurodivergent or have mental health challenges, because you already feel, and I'm speaking for me, not everybody, but like already feel you're running at a deficit and everybody can see it. And so it's just a constant battle of like trying not to do more damage than you're probably already doing just by being yourself and being different, and people don't understand the way you think and the way you communicate, and so therefore it's labeled as wrong, or whatever it may be, as you can tell, I process out loud. And so that's why my talking it's got a lot of context and it kind of bounces back and forth. But it's because I'm actually discovering things as I speak. And I've been that way for a long time. So I'm actually often a very quiet person. But when I'm talking, I'm processing and I'm learning new things. And that happens to me a lot in therapy. It happens to me at work. It happens to me when I'm talking to my friends. It's just like, oh, wait, as that came out, I realized something different that I hadn't considered. So I've always been like that. But I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've spent my entire life being a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. And like, I've known for a long time that like, I'm okay being a square peg. But this was kind of the round hole I've still been in. Whereas the rest of my life, I've adapted around it, where I'm kind of like, I'm not going to get in a relationship that doesn't work for me or feels like settling or less than I want. The decisions I make financially or for fun or all of those things align with my square peg. And so in all the other spaces that I'm in with my friends, my family, traveling, meeting new people, like I'm myself and I'm fun and light and adventurous and daring and cool and thoughtful and, not road ragey or, wanting to run people down with a shopping cart. I don't carry that intensity anyplace else in my life. And so this was kind of the last holdout. This was the one place I was still, okay, you got to fit to some extent. You got to try to make this work because you need the money and you need a job. But my self-esteem was so tied up into it that when things started shifting, I didn't know who I was anymore. And so that was back in like November. So since the October-November timeframe, I have had a complete loss of identity in 60 to 70% of my life. And I made a decision at that time to just ride it out. Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to control the future. Stop trying to control who you're going to be, and just let each day happen and respond to it that day, but do not derive your value anywhere outside of your friends, your family, and your personal life pursuits. And so that's where I've been doing things differently and been open to things and having some more fun and sort of right-sizing my priorities. I've been doing what I've needed to do to get by, and certainly I never drop my work quality. I mean, I have such a strong work ethic that even down to the last minute today, I was still helping people and being positive and trying to make sure everybody was ready for this transition. And I haven't even thought about myself other than I'm excited because I'm traveling and I live by the beach and I've got some things I want to do this summer, but I haven't considered what it's going to be like. I still have a couple weeks where I'm traveling before I realize I'm not working. So usually when I'm traveling, I'm totally myself and totally happy, but I come home and then I lose it because I transition back. And so this will be different. The first Monday morning I get up and I don't have that and I don't have to worry about it and I don't have to stress about it. But I think that'll bring a different kind of stress as I try to readjust and figure out a different kind of purpose. But hopefully something where I can just be myself and not feel so goddamn apologetic and shameful about it all the time, because I think there's plenty of places in the world where people are just fine and they don't walk around feeling ashamed of themselves because they don't think like someone else or communicate like someone else or process things the same way as somebody else. I mean, I think there's a whole bunch of people out there that have that. And so that's what I'm after. I'm tired. That's what I meant yesterday when I said I had no gas left in the tank. I don't for that. So this is a good thing. And I think, everybody's happy with the outcome and I'm going to be okay. But I think more than okay. So I'm on the journey of the mental health healing. I just had a therapy appointment on top of all this and just got reaffirmed that I'm not crazy. Like the moment I had earlier this week when I was starting to gaslight myself, she gave me a dose of reality. So I'm okay, but that's it. Just like that, new chapter.